into culture, different aspects of our life. Definitely, many people have been benefiting from it, and I'm so sure as you are here this afternoon, it's time to learn, to relearn, and to unlearn. Are you a student either in secondary school or you are in a tertiary institution? Are you a core member? Are you a professional, young professional? We're either teaching or you are an entrepreneur. As far as you fall into the category of the youth, I want to tell you the time is now. Let's pause with the reality. Let us learn, let us unlearn, and let's relearn together. I'm not alone in the studio. I have two young adults with me, two young professionals. One is a lecturer and the second person is a graduate. As time goes on, I will introduce them to you. But before we go, last week I said something on this show. Our driving force for the year is a statement made by the Mr. President. So before I introduce my guest, let's listen to this once again.
Day one, hit the ground running. Day two, continue running. Day three, don't rest. Think and do. Select the best teams that will help build a better Nigeria.
Day one, hit the ground running. And I want to ask you, have you already hit the ground? Have you started running already, or you are still sleeping? Of course, I've seen many young people there who have started running. They've hit the ground right from 1st of January, and they are already running, either in the academics or in the career field. And I've seen some who have not started running at all. But as said by Mr. President, day one, hit the ground running. Day two, don't stop running. Day three, think. Select the best team. That talk about the teamwork. And that is just that this afternoon. Like I said, I'm not alone in the studio. I'm with two other people. And starting from the left, I go by the name. Introduce yourself.
Mary, also known as Cedar.
Can you speak louder?
Mary, aka Cedar.
Cedar, you are welcome.
Thank you.
By name, my second guest, I would like to just say something brief about him. Yes, he's a young adult, he's a young professional, also a teacher of the word, both books as well. In the academic field, he's also a scholar, currently a lecturer at the Department of Mass Communication, University of Benin, currently doing his PhD as well at the same University of Benin. He have been privileged to travel both within and outside the country, where he has been busy impacting the youth. So I would like him to tell us his name and also say hi to you. You are welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, radio audience. Thank you for having me this time to talk on this program, Youth Pulse. My name is Osamagbe Leslie Gariba, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you, Mr. Festus.
Mr. Leslie, thank you so much. Thank you so much. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine, thank you.
Mary, how is the new year going?
It's going smooth.
Are you done with the rice or you are still managing the...
People don't eat rice again these days.
What do you eat?
I don't know, anything different from rice.
Anything different from rice? Okay, I've fed you. Let me just report you to the audience once again that I'm still waiting for my rice. So I've not bring my own. Wait, what's the day? Today is 7th now.
Today's
9th. Oh, so the year is already more than a week old. So I shouldn't expect anything again. I will report you. So we're going to Mary. All right, so we go on a short musical break, and after this musical break, we dive into the main conversation.
We are the future, we are the dream, we are the nation, we are part of this. Yes, we are so amazing, that's the least we shall be. At the heart of the nation, changing history. How can they say that we are finished? We have just begun. When we have nowhere else to run to, we have nowhere else to go. So get out of the way of the land of our dreams. We are the nation, we are part of this. Oh, oh. We are the nation, we are part of this.
The future is here. The future is not far again. We are already in the future. If you remember, some people saying I will do it next year. That was when we're in 2025. I will do it next year. I will do it later. I will do it in the future. I want to tell you the future is here already. We are already in 2026. So you that is saying I will do it in 2026, the future is here. And I still want to tell you as a youth, you are the future. You are the future of Nigeria. You are the future of our society. You are the future of our dear nation, Nigeria. You are the future, and the future is here.
Oh, I am the nation. I am part of this. Hey, yeah, yeah. So get out of the way of the land of my dreams.
All right, so what are we discussing today? What are we looking at this afternoon? Last week, we started with the mindset of an achiever, and that's when we started playing the statement made by the president that day one, hit the ground running. Day two, don't stop running. Day three, think, strategize, and select the best team. Why am I saying this? Looking at the year, we also talked about goal setting last week, setting an achievable goal for the year, where we encouraged ourselves on the need to have a goal, to have direction for the year. And I believe most of us are already working on that. I received a good number of feedback from some youths last week after the show, which, of course, I was really impressed with the feedback I got from some. Some messaged me on WhatsApp, some called me directly, and I can say they are doing well. I've been able to go through some people's goal. What do we call it? This their goal something. Oh my God.
Targets.
Yes, their target for the year. Their target for the year. I've been able to go through that of some. And okay, vision board.
Okay.
Oh.
Vision board. Vision board. Yeah, I got it. So I've been able to go through the vision board for some youths, and they are really doing well. They are good to go. So if you are yet to set your vision board for the year, I want to tell you, please do that. A life without vision is a life without direction. A life without goal is a life without purpose. So you must know what you want, why you want it, then define how you want to achieve it. So this afternoon, still on that note, and in the same spirit and mood, because 2026, no grief for anybody. Yes, we are all achieving our goal. We are all getting our goal, and we will definitely do it better. This afternoon, we'll be looking at 5 areas to improve yourself for a productive year. Either being a student, or you are already working. 5 areas where you as a youth, you need to improve yourself. 5 areas to improve yourself for a productive year. The year is still fresh. The year is still young. So I just want to challenge you this afternoon. And I'm not alone. Mary will be doing justice to it. Mr. Leslie as well will be doing justice to what we'll be talking about. And I listed 5 areas here this afternoon. Number 1, I look at the area of mindset and environment. The area of mindset and environment. Meaning you need to improve yourself in this area. Talking of your mindset and talking of your environment. How can you achieve this? Number 2, we look at the area of skills and career. Either you're a student or you're already working as a youth. The area of skills and career. I'm so happy that we have scholars, erudite scholars with us in the house this afternoon. They will be doing justice to all this area. Don't just go away from your radio set and call your friends. Tell somebody that knows somebody to tell somebody that know another person that come. Let's listen together. The third one, let's look at the social media age where we are. We talk about your branding and your online presence. How can you achieve, how can you maximize it? Then number 4, we look at the finance. That's your money and income. And number 5, we look at your personal clarity and discipline. Personal clarity and discipline. So to start with this afternoon, Mr. Leslie, you are welcome once again.
Thank you very much.
So I'm looking at the area of mindset. Being a lecturer, also being a pastor, who have been interacting with the youths for many years, I looked at it. Do you think it is necessary for us to look at the aspect of mindset and environment? That aspect of development when it comes to youth, sir. Then why, sir?
Yeah, thank you. I think it's a very good one to focus on the environment or look at mindset when we talk about this, because the kind of people you surround yourself with have a way of influencing you. Even from the biblical perspective, you see that the Bible talks about evil communication corrupts good manner.
Okay.
And so I tend to encourage people to associate with people who can impact their life, who are better than them. When you want to, I am somebody, and I want to repeat my quote again: if you are sound, you'll be found, and when you are found, you'll be profound. Now, if you want to be found, you have to associate yourself with people who have something to offer. If you associate yourself with people who don't have anything to offer, you become redundant.
So what you're saying here is, as a youth, number one here, associate yourself with people who have something to offer.
And
All
most
right.
times better than you, so that you can look up to them as mentors.
Now, people who have something to offer. There is this common adage in Yoruba that Agba fi folo man pariwo, and empty barrels produce the loudest noise. You understand? I think on my WhatsApp status, I wrote something that should be either the day before yesterday or yesterday, that I have seen empty barrel that makes a lot of noise, and I've also seen a loaded tank that is calm, cool, and collected. So as youths, how can, maybe as a student or a young adult, how can we know this person has something to offer, or is just an empty barrel, or is just faking it?
Okay, by observing the individual.
Okay.
By looking at what the person is doing and who the person. Everyone should have a mentor. When you see someone who has achieved something, I think you say, oh, this person has done this, I want to become like this person. If it's in the area of academic, for instance, this person is a professor, for instance, I also want to be a professor. What do I need to do? Follow what the person has done. Go close to the person. Oh, how did you achieve this? I want to be like you. This person has won so award. Okay, how did you get it? Follow what the person has done. And so you watch, you observe, and then you can actually tell that this is the right person.
So you check their results.
Yes.
Observe them. What have they achieved? Not by the noise or by the talk. All right, Mary, on this note, I don't know if you also have one or two things to add to what you have said.
Okay, so I would say I'm learning too, and it's a beautiful one. So I just wanted to add in the aspect of, he talked about the environment.
Yeah.
And talk about the mindset. He also mentioned something that follow people. They will say follow no road.
Okay.
The Jansis will say follow no road. Okay, so you know what you want to be, then you know who.
Have
Then
tread that path.
Yes, you follow the person. So this helps you develop the kind of mindset. Now, most of the times we want to chase instead of becoming.
Most of the time,
We want to chase.
we want to chase instead of becoming.
And
I would like you to emphasize that.
yes, I would like to quote a man of God now. But someone will say that everything you are looking for is looking for you, but not this version of you. So that means when I want to become something, when I'm looking at an aim I want to achieve, I need a mindset to fit into that. So that means I need to become something, and that is by watching people who have gone ahead and learning the habits to become the kind of person that will attract what I need.
Okay, so you watch people that are ahead. But there is one thing, you said follow who know road, right? There was sometimes ago, I told people it's good to follow who know road. And for those who are listening to us as well, it is good to do what? Follow who know road. But be sure you can tread their path. Yeah, be sure you can tread their path. Be sure you can really follow their steps. So if when you are following who know road, when you are following who sabi, be sure it is a road you can walk on. There was a video that surfaced online, a hen following ducks. So when they got to the river, the ducks just squat on the water and they started floating. The hen also followed them and started sinking. So before you follow who know road, be sure you can follow their path and you can tread their path without getting yourself hurt or injured. All right, so on that note, Mr. Leslie, I don't know if you still on mindset and self-development. You can continue, sir.
All right. There are a couple of things we can actually look at in this regard. Sometimes one mistake that people make is the fact that they didn't get some things right in the past. Sometimes people make some resolutions every new year. I've got some things to achieve, right? And so one of the reasons why people limit themselves or will be limited is because they dwell much on the past mistake. That's a wrong mindset. It is not a mistake, like someone would say. It is not a mistake to make mistakes, but it is a mistake when you repeat that mistake. And so you learn from the lessons of history, right? So don't dwell in the past. That's the kind of mindset we should have. Is the kind of mindset that, okay, I want to improve upon, what I've done before. Well. So I think one of the ways you can improve yourself with regards to the mindset is for you to have this mindset that my past mistakes would not prevent me from moving further.
Don't dwell on the past.
Yes. So.
There is something I would like us to shed the light on this aspect of don't dwell on the past. I'm a Yoruba boy, and my dad of blessed memory, he used to say something. He will say, "Tí ọmọdé bá ṣubú, á wo wájú." Meaning, if a child falls down, he will look ahead. But when an adult falls down, he will look back to see what caused the downfall. Meaning, at times when you make some mistakes, you look back. So that dwelling on the past and also learning from your mistake. Some people will be like, I'm learning from my mistake, and they dwell on the past. Can you just help us to a kind of juxtapose? Differentiate between dwelling on the past and also learning from your mistake.
When I say not dwelling in the past, I'm not saying you shouldn't have a reflection of what had happened.
Okay.
But the point is, when you see what had happened, you should look for ways to improve upon those things you didn't do very well. That's the point. Not that you cannot remember that you were wrong or you did something wrong or you didn't get something right, but how can you improve upon all of those areas that you didn't get well, and then you would be fine. I've got people who have written exams severally, and then at the last time they got it right. So you won't say, "Oh, I can't do this because I failed the first time."
I failed.
Yes, that's the point. That's the point.
Thank you so much. All right, we just go on a short musical break. Then when we are back, Mr. Leslie is fully loaded for us this afternoon. Same as Mary. I'm not left behind as well. So we just go on a short musical break. After the musical break, we will continue with the conversation. For the sake of those who are just joining us, this is Youth Pulse on GOT 104.9 FM. I am Festus Adelaja, and what we are talking about is 5 areas to improve yourself for a productive year. The year is still fresh. We've looked at the mindset and environment. Let's quickly go to the skills and career. Skills and career. The aspect of skills and career as a youth or as a young professional. One thing I do tell people, like I said last week, anytime I'm helping people to review their CV, I will look at it for the past 1 year, no new skill, nothing, and they want to grow in their career. Some are even afraid to tread on a terrain that is not that popular. So we are looking at the skills and career. How can we develop ourselves in this aspect? And with us in the studio now, I have Mr. Leslie, a lecturer from the Department of Mass Communication, University of Benin. Over to you, sir.
All right, thank you again for the opportunity. One of the ways we can improve ourselves is by developing our skills and our career. Growth is something that everyone should desire. When you have a child, you expect that the child grows in all areas, right? So one of the ways I believe a person, if you are listening to us today, can improve yourself in 2026 is by adding some value to yourself, by learning some skills and career and all of that. Now, I have a friend who's currently about finishing his PhD. He has been looking for lecturing job for quite a while, and he has not been able to get it, but last week he got it, thankfully. But then when he got it, he told me something. He said, "Leslie, I was already thinking of going to learn how to make suits. And I was laughing.
Fashion design.
A fashion design. I said, you are a PhD holder in almost getting it and you want to learn. He said, my dear, I would learn it. I don't mind. So a lot of people would think that, there are some jobs or there are some skills that somebody shouldn't learn because you've acquired certain things. But, that's not it. So he said he was ready to go and divert his attention from, lecturing if he didn't get it to making clothes and all of that. So I think that's a good way to do that. I, as a person, I love writing so much, and I have done a lot of writings that have attracted people even beyond Nigeria. And so this is something that you should just learn something, get something to add to what who you have,
or who you are.
Yes. So
like
I think
adding
it's
value
to yourself.
Then looking at the aspect of skill and career, at times some people have this mindset that learning skill, learning trade is for the poor, going to school is for the rich. They be like, your parents have money now, so why are you learning handwork? Why are you acquiring this skill? You understand me, sir? Some people, okay, for example, all eyes are now on the artificial intelligence. All eyes are on ICT skills. But for example, you made mention of a friend of yours, a PhD holder, going into fashion design. Not just a graduate with class, not even master's holder. Yeah. I know what it means to be a PhD holder. Then you see fashion skills like some shoemaking, you mentioned fashion design, painting of house, automobile skills. You understand my point? Some people go, well, all those ones, I'm a graduate. I don't know if you have anything to say about that as well for some people who are listening to us.
Yeah, that idea may probably thrive in some other maybe developed countries, but in Nigeria, I don't think it's a good idea to say because you've gone to school, you've got some degrees, then you want to disregard adding value by learning skills. In Nigeria, the reality is that you may even have all of the certificates, but you don't get a good job. Even the lecturing job we are talking about, if you look at it well, the salary is online. You can Google it. Like salary of university lecturer.
Okay.
It's nothing. And that's why you see they go on strike every time. Because,
almost is true.
Yes, they don't pay them well. So even if you want to talk about...
Sorry, Mr. Lecturer. Between Thunder and us, who strike pass?
Well, I guess I would reserve my comment on that. So... when you look at that, they don't really pay very well, right? So if you want to really survive and live very well in Nigeria, you need to add value to yourself, develop yourself, learn something that you can do. There are lecturers that are farmers. Back then when I was in school, there are lecturers that have businesses, they have other things they do. So just get something doing, and I think it would help you. It will never be a waste.
It will never be a waste. Mary, over to you.
Okay, so, well, let me continue from where I stopped.
Okay.
I want to also add that it's not just about Nigeria. You're not talking finance, right? But, financial gurus will tell you that you need to have, form sources,
multiple streams of income.
And if you would be balanced. So, even if you're earning professionally, when we're talking about skills, we have different type of skills. We have the soft skills, we have the hard one. Okay, so you are learned, you are employed. So what can you do? What other ways? It will not be good to humanity that you want to reduce all that God has deposited into you to just your job.
To just your job.
It is injustice to yourself and humanity.
Your potentials should not be limited to your job. You made mention of something, sir and ma. I would like us to look into that. You talked about soft skills and hard skills. Which skills are soft and which of the skills? I listened to an interview. Okay, I think it's a student. They were asking him, I think it's an exam question, all these memes online. What is software? And the boy said, software is when things are soft for you. And when things are hard, it's hardware, which is very, very wrong. Just a funny meme. Now you talk about soft skills and hard skills. I would like us to talk about that briefly. So, will you come first, Mary?
No problem. So, hard skills, we know about the shoemaking, the tailoring, fashion designing. So, the soft skills are, you talked about AI.
AI, okay.
Not just AI. I just brought that
just
as
an example.
So something on artificial intelligence. He mentioned content writing. He does writing. So those are soft skills that you can also acquire.
All right, sir. So any additions, sir, to that?
Yeah, I think those are. She more or less hit the nail on the head. So that's basically the point, right?
The aspect of interpersonal skills. Developing those interpersonal skills. Can you just tell us a little about that as well? Looking at skills, so that we look beyond handwork. Some people they've already gotten some already working. But talking of growth, some skills that are needed to grow in their chosen profession or even in business. For example, let's look at negotiation skill as an example. I will also call it a soft skill. Some people are doing businesses, but they are not good at negotiation. That's why they are not really making sales.
Yeah.
Some people are not good at marketing themselves. So some odd like soft skills now beyond physical, sir. If you can just tell us some that as youth we need to improve on.
I think when you asked that question, my mind went to my field as a mass communicator. There is an aspect of mass communication. Now it's been unbundled to be a separate one called public relations.
Public relations.
And when you talk about public relations, it is said to be the creation of the deliberate plan and sustained efforts to establish and maintain a mutual relationship between an organization and its public.
Okay.
Now, when I teach PR in school, public relations, I tell my students that the way a lady would take her time to dress and look good to come out so you don't, you look attracted to people, right? That's the same way you should consciously make yourself attracted to people wherever you are. You should have the ability to make friends wherever you go. Some people are very shy. I think I used to be very shy, but I tried to kill that. So you have to make connections.
So Mary, you are shy also. Why shy you shy? You used to. Okay.
So you need to be able to make connections. Some people will go for conferences, events, and before you know, big people will come there. They just contact them once, and they are good to
Everything
go from
changed.
there. Yeah. So you need to be able to relate with people, be friendly, smile. If you're a shy person, you can overcome that. And one of the ways I overcome my shy nature is by making sure that I have read so well that I know a lot about what I want to say. So as long as I know what to say, I would never be shy of you.
Be shy.
That's one thing that helps me. So I could stand in front of an audience and I'll be so shy that this audience is a lot. But as long as I'm prepared to talk about what I know, I mean, in 2 seconds when I start talking, I'll be over it.
Everything will go.
So read, be vast, and then you'll be fine.
Read.
Yes.
Be vast.
Yeah.
Be versatile. Make research. All right. If you want to join the conversation this afternoon, before we continue with other aspects, what you are looking at are the areas, 5 key areas to improve yourself for a productive year as a youth. We've talked about mindsets. We are on skills and career development. Now, you can join the conversation, or you have a question you want to ask our guest or me directly. The studio line is 070 0000 1049. 070 1049. As we just listen to some music just to relax ourselves. Riri Tie Adara 070 That's the studio line if you want to be part of the conversation this afternoon. You have 1 or 2 things to add or ask, feel free to call in. Mary, finally on this note, before we move to the other aspect, over to you.
Okay, so we're also adding to the skills.
Yeah.
Communication skill is important.
Communication skills, okay?
Yes. There are some people that they know what they want to say, but just how to express themselves is an issue, and that can be a no-no. It can cut down on the self-esteem. So mastering communication skill is important.
Communication skill.
Mr. Leslie said something the other time. Read. There's no how you want to get better in communicating with people that you would not read. Yes, read. Learn from people. Yes, that's on skills.
There is no way you will get better without learning from other people. That is why a school of thought says readers are leaders. For those who are thinking of, okay, I'm always shy, you can read books like How to Connect with People, How to Read People Like Books. I won't mention the author. You can search for it because they didn't pay me. They didn't pay me for advert. How to Win Friends. I think that's another very, very good book you can also read. Then there is another book, Building Your Self-Esteem. The book, read books on self-confidence. Read books. I read books. And thank God I'm an author today. I've been influenced by book. That's why I decided to write books as well. Now, let's go to another aspect, Mr. Leslie. Let's look at the aspect of branding. We are in the area of social media. We are in the communication age. I would like us to look at the aspect of branding and online presence. Branding. Now, when I'm talking about branding, people limit branding to just business. You understand me, sir? People limit branding to business. Oh, I want to brand. What are you branding? I'm branding my business. Even individual, most people don't know that they themselves, they are
a brand.
They are a brand.
Yeah.
You understand me? Now you see youths. Let's look at the aspect of this use of social media. They forget who they are.
Right.
They believe social media is just for Carlo cash cruise, Carlo
Right.
what is trending.
Right.
And I'm seeing people marketing, selling themselves on social media. So I want us to look at the third aspect, which is the aspect of branding and your online presence. All right, sir.
Thank you very much. I think I like the question because personally, I'm someone who have benefited a lot from social media. When I see young people publish nonsense, maybe on their social media, it breaks my heart so badly because this is something you could actually use to develop yourself. Now, I have had the opportunity to work with people from outside of Nigeria, the United States, and traveled with them. And I always tell people that none of these people that I have worked with, none of them have I met before in person. What happened? They got on my website, they read my work, and they reached out to me. Oh, I like what you do. Can I visit you in Nigeria? And then they come over to see me all the way from the United States. I've traveled with them to different places. So now
You were
this
here
is
with one
social.
last-
Yeah, I was here with one the
With
other
one last
time.
year,
Yeah,
yeah.
we did some program
Yeah.
together. Yeah, he came from Tennessee, and he came to see me just because he saw me online. How
Online.
if he was on my page and he was seeing some maybe nude or maybe me misbehaving. I mean, I don't think he would say, I want to come and see. But he read my work and he says, oh, this is something good. So as a person, you should look for something that is good. If it's sports that you love, I mean, I'm not saying you have to like writing like me. No, you don't have to
Sure.
like writing. It could be fashion. It could be anything. There will be somebody somewhere who is interested in that thing. It could be photography. And then, I mean, you never can tell. They would just fall in love with you because of your profile. So get yourself very good stuff online and you'll be fine.
And you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So that's just that. Okay, Mary, I want to hear from you in this aspect of your own addition or submission to this.
Okay, so you wrote something here. I said, social media is underestimated but powerful. And like you said, it's not just about what I heard. This is what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Let me
What of
just-
those that want to go into lifestyle vlogging?
If that's what you want to do it professionally.
Professionally, okay.
And
That's good.
give value.
Give value.
That's what's important.
Okay.
So let's don't just post what you will regret in the future.
Social media don't forgive you.
They don't.
And they don't forget.
So someone wants to know you. What do you want to be known for?
What do you want to be known for?
And everybody just like TikTok. I don't want to say anything about that. But I discovered I don't like TikTok. But the day I went into TikTok because of work, I needed to use it for a client. I discovered TikTok as an academy where you can learn. But not everybody knows that. So you can even learn how to improve yourself, even on TikTok. Another social media platform I do want that every professional that paints you professionally is LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
You need to put it together. So don't just stay with the Instagram vibes,
And
TikTok
Facebook,
vibes.
TikTok
and
vibes. Yeah. I used to say something. Anytime young graduates comes to me, okay, they are looking for how to get jobs online. One of the first questions I ask is, are you on LinkedIn? If you're a young graduate, you're on Facebook, you're on social media, you are not on LinkedIn, I want to tell you have not started. Yeah, I think I will still like us to create a session on LinkedIn optimization in one of the episodes. I hope Mr. Leslie will be around that time. Let's wait and see. But as time goes on, we will do that. Then apart from that, I will also say something about this social media. I will also say something about that. Like I said, another thing is what? Mr. Leslie have talked about posting valuable content. And you also emphasize on that. I will talk about your profile. Your profile on social media. Make it professional. Make it professional. Some people, you go there, even starting from their profile picture. If you are looking for husband, I'm not saying don't do. You understand me? Maybe you want to go into selling your body. That's your own problem. But we are talking about professional here. Because of what? Your profile picture is the first thing people will see about you. Before now say, okay, let's go and read about her. So your profile, looking at your bio, let it be neat. Spell it out well. Okay, I'm a journalist. I'm a writer. Sell yourself. You are using money to buy data. Also, ensure you get some value from that money. Then at the same time on social media, we also say you should share lesson and not perfection. Post what people will benefit from. Like this program, as it is going on, once we are done, I will post it on my YouTube channel. And my YouTube gradually, I will say something. Don't be pressurized as a youth. I will talk more on this, yes. Don't be pressurized by like or going viral. Mr. Leslie, on your Facebook page, do you have up to 10,000 followers?
No, I don't have.
But Americans are coming for you.
Yeah.
So it is not about the number of followers at times. It's about the quality of people you are attracting to yourself on the social media. At times, for example, when I start posting on YouTube, I will post on my YouTube page, the next thing maybe 5 views. Then I will see some people in 24 hours, 10,000 views. I will be like, oh boy, what am I doing? You're just like one of our adverts. I will be like, what's all this? But I became consistent. I'm not posting for shares. I'm not posting just for the likes. I'm not posting just for going viral. Even when I started writing, I'm not writing just for popularity. At least if one youth can pick up my book and read and get value, I think I'm okay. The same thing is applicable to my social media pages. When I go on Facebook or my TikTok or YouTube, so anything you are posting, ensure that you are sharing value, you are sharing lesson, and you are not just there for being there sake. All right, so that's that on that. I don't know if I have other things to add on this before we move to the second to the last segment of this, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You want to say something? Okay.
Mary.
Okay, so you want to talk on consistency. Thank you for the opportunity. So consistency is something that this generation, we are not very good with it. Let me say we are always under pressure, and we are fascinated by quick success.
Okay.
But life itself is based on system, on a system that if you keep doing the right thing,
one day you will get it.
Definitely. So let's just not treat our social media like a microwave thing. I want to get the result almost immediately. So consistency is also key. And like you said, don't be discouraged. I remember there was a time I wanted to do something intentionally, and I followed through. And at the end of the day, the last one, I was like, I don't know, some things happened with my Facebook account. I just felt like I felt discouraged. I think I would not do that again. Yes, I would not do that.
So how did you bounce back from the discouragement?
Bounce back from the discouragement. I just learned in the future that I shouldn't have done that.
That you shouldn't have done that.
And even currently, I'm seeing reasons why I shouldn't have done it. But at least I thank God that I pushed through, even in the midst of the issues with, Facebook can be so demanding sometimes.
Sure.
So after the old issues, I managed to push some things through. I just felt like, okay, let's just stop it here.
I remembered sometime last year also, due to maybe the low turnout, I stopped posting on my YouTube. I was discouraged. Do you know what happened? Because I stopped posting, not knowing that my followers, my subscribers, are actually waiting for next content. I think I lost about over 500 followers on YouTube. Over 500. I just discovered that people just started unfollowing. So I started posting again. So don't be discouraged. Be consistent. Keep serving your followers or your viewers, your listeners, what they like and what is good.
We are the future. We are the dream. We are the nation. We are part of this. Yes, we are so amazing. That's the least we shall be. At the heart of the nation, changing history. How can they say that we are finished? We have just begun. When we have nowhere else to run to, we have nowhere else to go. So get out of the way of the land of our dreams. We are the nation, we are part of this. Oh, oh. We are the nation, we are part of it.
Okay, you are still listening to Youth Pulse on God 104.9 FM. I'm the host, Festus Adelaja, and with me, I have Mr. Leslie and Mary, well known as Sida, in the studio. And what we are talking about this afternoon is 5 areas to improve yourself for a productive year. We have talked about mindset, having a mindset shift. We've talked about developing yourself in the area of skills and career. And we just finished talking about developing yourself in the area of branding and your online presence. But one thing is important. In everything you do. Like one of our staff, he always posts it on his social media almost every morning. In all you do, make money. In all you do, make money. Yes. Just list your time well. Use your time well. No waka waka, no gossip. Mr. Leslie, let's talk about money. In all what we are saying, I think it's to make a living, right? To make money. Let's talk about money. Financial development. Just take us through some things. Give us some tips. I mean, as youth. I know some of your students are listening as well. How can we get it better financially this year? Like a financial advice. That should be number 4 area we look at, sir.
All right, thank you. Money is important, just like the song you just played. And money. When I preach sometimes in church, I tell people that as a preacher, I don't preach for money. I've never preached, and I don't intend to preach for money. But then I need money to preach.
So you don't preach for money, but you need money.
But I need money to preach.
Okay.
And so for my preaching work to be successful, to go very well, I need money.
Even your lecturing job.
Yes. So so everything you need, basically, money is important.
Money is important.
And so, but there are some things we need to know. We need to have some principles that should guide us. We shouldn't be desperate in making money. As long as you have what God has promised us, is that we are never going to lack
any good thing.
So as long as you are able to take care of yourself and you get some basic needs, you are fine. I don't have a problem with people, getting rich and all of that. There's nothing wrong if you are rich. Use it well to help people and all. But then one advice I would give with regards to making money is that people should cultivate the idea. First of all, don't be desperate. To cultivate the habit of saving. Yes. As I am now, I rarely borrow money from people. I don't consider myself to be a rich person, and this is how I've always been, even 10, 15 years ago.
Okay.
Even when I was in school, it's very rare for me. And why? Not like I don't need money. And now, and I'm not saying borrowing is bad, but this is one thing I do. I try as much as possible to save as little as I can, so that when I'm in need of something, I can fall back to that. Again, if I were to be doing business, maybe I would be needing to borrow, of course, but I don't do businesses. But like when I was 7, for instance, NYSC was paying, and then I was having some other thing I was doing. Then I think I was getting a little more money. So what I did for the whole 12 months that I served Nigeria, I did not touch a naira from my NYSC.
Hold on.
Yes, I'm being practical.
Wait, your alawi?
Yes, I did not. I did not touch 1 naira from that money. Because
how much was alawi then?
Okay, then it was 19.8, but I think
19.8 for 12 months. Continue. I want to bring out my calculator.
So I was getting some amount. I think is it 10 or 20,000 naira from some other thing. So what I do is to
from
live
your
my
alawi
life.
alone, you save 237,000 naira.
Yes, in a year.
You're a rich man, no.
And so
what year was that?
That was in 2018, I think. 2019,
wow.
I think so.
Ouch. Okay.
And so the thing was that after my NYSC, I was a big boy with that amount of money.
Yes, now.
So I didn't need to bother anybody. And after a while, I got the job a week after I finished.
Youth service.
Yes, a week after. And so even though the money was small, but I was able to do all of those. So try to save, try to do all of those things. When you get money, you don't just say you want to finish everything. Save and don't be desperate, and you'll be fine.
Save.
You'll be contented.
And don't be desperate. You will be fine. And another thing I will say is plan your life within your income.
Yeah.
That's one thing I will say. I think one of the challenge with most youth today, we live above our income. Someone like me, I work at God's FM. one thing I do is I plan my life, I budget within my salary, no matter how much it is or how small it is. So I do other stuffs like freelancing. I'm a writer, I'm a designer, graphics, I'm an editor, video and picture and so on. So what one thing I do is I focus on myself. I don't say, okay, other jobs will still come maybe from online or from offline. I looked at my salary and I plan my life within it. I eat what my salary can carry. You understand? So I think that's another advice I will give to youths and students out there. Because of time, so we are already rounding it up here. So what I'm saying is plan within your means and live within your means. Don't live above your means. It is normal to aim higher. What you are earning or what your parents are giving you for now may be small to what you want. As you are living within your means or as you are chasing something bigger, but ensure you are still spending and living within your means. As we are planning to go, Mary, I would like you to give your closing remark to your listeners this afternoon.
Okay, so I'll just say, in addition to everything we've said, money is important because it's exchange for value.
Exchange for value.
And that's because there are people to exchange with. So think about one thing you can do that it will make people exchange this value, this money for the value,
you carry. So look for a value you carry that will make people to give you their money to tap from it. Thank you so much, Mary, Pastor Leslie or Mr. Leslie.
Good afternoon once again, radio audience. Thank you for having me. I would just say in closing that this year, try to be a better person than you are last year. The points we've raised, try to reflect on them, make one or two good use of them, and then I hope and pray that you'll be a better person and you'll be fine and be happy even in Nigeria. I love Nigeria. I'm not one of those who try to maybe run away or even talk bad about my country. I'm always excited to say I'm a Nigerian anytime, any day. Thank you very much.
All right, so that will be the size of the program on Youth Pulse for this week edition. We'll be meeting again next week Friday by 2 p.m. for another interesting edition. But as we round up, I want to tell you, if you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. Just ensure that by all means you are moving. Do something today that will make you much more better than who you are and what you are yesterday. On this note, I say we meet next week Friday. I remain your host, your friend, the mouthpiece of the youth, Omo Babatisha Festus Adelaja. Bye bye.